Hello and welcome to the London Irish Centre in Camden. It is White Collar Boxing London, where tonight fortune favours the brave. I'm Dave Rogers, alongside me is Adam Thorne, and we'll be taking you through 12 bouts of white collar boxing. But now it is time to hand you over to tonight's MC, Peter Lowe.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the London Irish Centre here in Camden, London. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Borthwick's and White Collar Boxing London proudly presents an evening of white collar boxing action for your entertainment pleasure. Your officials for the evening, your timekeeper at the bell, Mr. Peter Lowe, and your referee in charge of the action this evening, former outstanding amateur and professional referee, the enigmatic Mr. Seamus Gunn of Watford, London. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we get the action underway, let's introduce you to the boxers fighting on our show this evening. Make some noise as they make their way to the ring.
Making their way into the ring. Some pretty stern faces there as the fists go up. 12 bouts this evening.
As they leave the ring, make some noise for Alex Barr, Andrew Rutter, James Lawler, Reynolds, Martin Saunders, Barr, Heydrich, James Mason, Jamie Carter, Mark Oliveira, Alex Brown, Chris Lowry, Wesley Graham, Edward Reed, Kira Mirim, Denise Carr, Sean Cox, Clitheroe, Mike Wilkins, Peter Victor, Nick Brown, Paul Akinyemi, Zee Wang, and Peter Dobby. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the officials are ready. The fighters are ready, Captain. Are you ready to be entertained? can do better. Are you ready to be entertained? Fantastic, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WCBL's Fortune Favours the Brave. Now, without any further ado, let's get the action underway. Please welcome firstly to the red corner from Clitheroe, South London, Andrew Roger.
Two-minute rounds, the opening bout of the evening. The bell goes, and we are underway. Alex Mirim's the first onto the front foot, but here comes Andrew Roger, the 34-year-old painter and decorator from Clapham. He says he's scratching a long-term itch, and this is a sharp start as he gets those body shots in. But here comes Mirim's again, trying to get to the centre of the ring. Roger just getting an uppercut through there. "40 seconds of the first round gone. Both of these fighters getting rid of that nervous energy. Not able to get any range in, but there's a right hook from Mirim's. Gets through with a jab as well. Before the fight, his first fight, of course, said he was feeling nervous.
Roger's got quite a reach advantage. too close, but doesn't seem to be doing too badly. Oh, and a clubbing right comes round the side of the guard from Mirim's. Referee Dunn just gives them a break and waves them back in. And they settle down slightly.
Apologies for the technical difficulties there. Looks like we're not the only ones who are excited about tonight as we enter the final 10 seconds of the round.
A couple of hooks from Roger just landing under the left arm of Mirim at the end of the round. Mirim's apologies.
And that is the first round done. Roger in the red corner choosing to stay on his feet. Mirim's taking that stool, drinking in that oxygen. You've got no idea how the fight's going to affect you until you get out there. But I think both fighters will be pleased with the way they acquitted themselves in the first round.
They both back and forth. They both had their successes. Very hard round to score. There's no one I'd have more confidence in calling it correctly.
So Alex Mirim stepping into the ring. Never boxed before. Used to swim. But there probably aren't two more different sports than swimming and boxing.
Well, it's good for the stamina, swimming. You need a lot of stamina, but that gets sapped from you when you're catching blows under the guard and over the guard.
It certainly is. No one trying to punch you in the swimming pool.
One would hope.
But he wanted a challenge. He's risen to it. And Andrew Roger straight on the front foot in this second round. He's a father of four, is Andrew Roger. He's fighting for his kids. Says his favourite fighters, Joe Calzaghe, Nigel Benn, Mike Tyson. Just keeping that head low at the moment, but it's not something that Mirim's is able to take advantage of. Roger certainly looking to impose himself physically, using his body to get Mirim's into the corner.
Yeah, I was saying, just as you were upset by that technical error, that he's got the longer reach and he not quite managed to establish the jab and just keep Mirim's off him. But similarly, they're both having success on the inside, so it doesn't matter too much.
Well, Mirim's just trying to work that jab now, and Roger backs off before holding. Over halfway through the fight now.
Good uppercut on the inside there from Roger, and again.
Again, that right goes through, really testing the chin of Mirim's. Goes himself, Roger holding on a little bit. Lands the body shot. Bit of marking to Roger's nose, and Seamus Dunn just taking the sting out of that there. Excellent refereeing.
They've no chin guards, which is obviously means an uppercut is going to be pretty much your best punch.
Well, Mirim's looking to impose himself now. He's causing the more damage in the final throws in this second round. Good jab again from Mirim's at the bell. And the man in the blue corner from Leighton in East London, certainly looking the fresher towards the latter part of that second round.
Certainly does. It's picking up though, what a start to the evening.
Absolutely, plenty of energy out there, not just in the ring, but in the room here. London Irish Centre, as you mentioned, a fantastic venue. Everyone's so close to the action.
Yeah, not a bad seat in the house.
So one more round for someone to make something happen. I've come a cropper before, so I won't be making any scoring predictions, but I think Mirim's will be the happier of the two in that second round. Andrew Roger, 3 years older than his opponent. Just hunkering down, trying to get a little bit of extra oxygen in those lungs. Final round then, Andrew Roger versus Alex Mirim's. The opening bout of fortune favours the brave. Another couple of strong right hands there from Mirim's. Andrew Rogers sticking with that tactic, looking to use that body weight.
It's fine as a tactic, but he's got to land some scoring blows as well, which he has now decided to do, which is great.
Well, he's got that reach advantage, but he's being picked off by Mirim's at the moment. Working with that uppercut again, Roger, leaving himself a bit exposed as he leans in. Approaching the final minute, Andrew Roger looking tired, but lands a big uppercut. Nice right hand from the man in red. But it's Mirim's doing all the pressing. Closing off the ring, big right hand from Mirim's. With the body shot as well. Roger did well there though to use his body to extinguish the damage. Sheamus done there, calling timeout. Around about 40 seconds remaining, and he's really feeling it. Well, Sheamus Dunn has called it off, and there's no shame in that. Huge celebrations from Alex Mirim. A great 5 minutes of boxing from him. Andrew Roger, a gutsy performance from him, and that's a great display as well. Mirim's goes over to console his opponent. A tough night for Andrew Roger. And he's certainly feeling it, but he can hold his head high. It takes a brave man to step into the ring, and hopefully he's enjoyed his evening here.
Yeah, he showed an awful lot of durability there, I think. Credit to that. And hopefully, when he wakes up tomorrow, he'll feel very proud of what he's done. You know, a lot of people will sit and tell you about how to box, but they'll not actually get in and do it.
He's got in there. He had a game plan. He looked to use his body, looked to stifle Alex Mirim's. But there were a couple of big right hands that made their way through. And the 31-year-old from Leighton, via Hartford, wins his first ever white-collar boxing bout. I wonder if as a result of that he'll get the buzz and we'll see him back in this ring again.
I highly suspect that might be the case. The way he bounced around that ring at the end. Seems to be a good ticket seller too, as they say.
Therefore, your winner, fighting out of the blue corner, Alex. And show your appreciation for our runner-up, Andrew Roger.
Well, a warm embrace there between Mirim's and Andrew Roger. Quite right too. A good contest up until the point it was stopped.
Next bout of the evening. Please welcome to the red corner from Limerick, Ireland, James.
more importantly, they're flying to Gran Canaria tomorrow with each other at 7 a.m. for what they're describing as the 4th round, and maybe many rounds beyond that. But judging by the shape of the two guys and the early exchanges, this promises to be an exciting 6 minutes.
Certainly does. Both boxing, orthodox obviously. Both guys looking toned. They don't look like they might be going on holiday tomorrow, but they don't look like they've skipped any sessions in the gym.
Exactly. What a great way to get in shape for your holiday. Nice right hand there from Lawler. He's the bigger of the two. Alan Reynolds, though, used to taking punishment as a Gaelic footballer and a hurler back in Ireland. Those guys certainly know how to mix it up, and he dips in there with a left hand to the body. But Lawler just off balance there, looking to get that big right hand away. Moving his head well too, as Reynolds looks to dip in and out. Brought lots of supporters with him this evening. Lots of friends of both of them. One way to find out who your friends are, I suppose. Oh, nice left hand there from the robot. It's rocking the jab, it goes with the right as well. Loses his balance on the way through as Lawler just checks himself. Oh, it's red.
Fitness. And that's the end of the first round. Well, again, we've got the blue corner sitting down and the red corner standing up. I don't know if the red corner have lost their stool. No, I can see it. They definitely haven't lost their stool.
Again, apologies for the technical difficulties.
It's another close first round, just like the first fight. Be interesting to see if it goes to the cards what way that one goes. I was saying while you were gone, Dave, I don't know if the viewers could hear me, but Reynolds is keeping a low, he's put it up now, but he was keeping a very low guard, front guard.
Yeah, and he's trying to get in and out with that left hand. Lawler, physically bigger man, longer reach, but Reynolds not scared to mix it, needs to be careful though, good head movement to get away from that big left hook from Lawler. He's not really been able to impose that physicality so far though, as the man in the red corner. He's got JF LaPasse, white-collar boxing legend, in his corner, desperate for him to get some work in. He's dominating the middle of the ring at the moment, but it's Reynolds who's landing with the bigger shots. Bit of marking under that right eye of Lawler. Reynolds happy to box on the back foot. Just a little bit sharper again. Going with those low left hands. Needs to watch his head though.
Certainly does. I mean, they're both landing what look like and sound like very decent shots.
It's physical out there.
Particularly Lawler's jab is finding its target.
Yeah, it's a big old lump. He's quite flat on his feet. Again, dominating the middle of that ring. Reynolds just marching around the outside. The busier of the two fighters is the man in blue. There goes Lawler, landing with that right hand, but he's just off balance as he throws it. Makes to the latter stages of this second round. They exchange jabs there. Nice work from both men. Final 2 minutes here for these two friends, who will be leaving with a debut white-collar boxing victory and the bragging rights as they fly to Gran Canaria. It's James Boom Boom Lawler in the red, Alan the Robot Reynolds in the blue.
Although his friends did give us another nickname for him.
Can we say it on the microphone?
No, not that one, the accountant.
Oh yeah, the accountant, okay. Oh, that's cleaner than what I thought you were going to say.
No. I ruled that one out too.
The final round then, they've done it for the fitness, for the challenge and for the crack. And this third round going a lot like the two before. Lawler in the red, prowling around the middle of the ring. Reynolds busier on his feet with that wide stance.
Sorry, good movement.
Jabbing and getting out of trouble, but they exchange right hands. Lawler looks to let go. Just to put those big shoulders to action, just keeps Reynolds at bay with a jab. Let's go with that right hand again, but that back foot just swinging out. He's not getting as much behind it as I'm sure he'd like, but that's some nice work there from Reynolds.
Good evasive from Lawler though.
Yeah, Reynolds has made himself very hard to hit, but Lawler finally gets through with that right hand. Crunches it to the side of Reynolds' face, and there's a bit of swell in there on that left eye of Alan Reynolds, who comes back with a right hand of his own. Tell you what, these two aren't going to look pretty in that Gran Canaria sunshine, are they?
Yeah, I hope they're not.
No one to blame but themselves. Dying moments then of both of these men's debuts.
Reynolds just got a big hug at the end, which is good to see. Lovely.
Certainly is.
It's never likely to be much else though.
No, they both acquitted themselves very well. James Lawler and Alan Reynolds. Both 27 years of age, known each other since childhood.
Both boxers after 3 excellent, skillfully boxed 3 rounds of action there. Big round of applause for both boxers. And at the completion of those 3 rounds of action, the referee has scored this contest 29 points to 29 points, a draw!
Oh, well, there we go. I'll have to have an arm wrestle or something on holiday, because that one's been about as even as you could hope to see, I think. Both men looking rightly proud of their efforts and celebrating with their rather large crowd of fans who have sat behind us, having a whale of a time. Straight away, both men land right. Oh, Saunders there with a left-right combo that got through, and another left, and another left. And already Rand's on the retreat, clubbing rights. Oh, Rand's done very well there just to get back. Oh no, and then he's comes straight back in, having some trouble with his head guard.
Well, Martin Saunders, what a start. It's his first time in the ring as he clubs another right hook. But he loves a challenge, and what bigger challenge than white-collar boxing London. Barry Rand, an experienced fighter back after a 5-year break. It's a lift engineer, he's fought in MMA as well, but he's lost his mouth guard.
Rand's gum shield just came out there from a massive uppercut.
Not sure the referee's noticed. Well, now he has. Just calling time off, but this is an explosive start here. Martin Saunders following his mates and his brother who stepped into this white-collar boxing ring, and he looks completely at home.
He certainly does. He's come with a huge crowd again from Croydon.
Well, Barry Rand needs to find a way back into this fight. Said he was looking forward to it, but at the moment he's going backwards, but he's trying to punch his way out of trouble. Good jab there from Rand. Gets through Saunders' guard, once again with the right and the left. He's losing his headgear as well. Well, Seamus Dunn certainly earning his money for this fight.
Certainly is. That was a good decision, good spot, very quickly. Same with the gun shield. I was just about to say, Martin Rand, if he has got success, it's going to come through the jab, and then he did it.
Well, he's drinking in that air. And now it's back to it. Seamus Dunn calls them in again, and Martin Saunders straight on the front foot. He's 10 years older than his opponent, but you wouldn't know it from this start. Another uppercut. Glances off the top of Rand's head.
Fantastic stamina from Saunders.
And Rand again, trying to get in there with the jab. That clubbing right hand from Martin Saunders. Barry Rand is going to have to move a little bit more in the second round, but an explosive opening round to this third bout of the evening.
It certainly was. I mean, you know, without wanting to be unkind, I think it might be the easiest round we've seen so far to score. So he's got to pull it out of the bag in the second one. Rand.
Yes, he does. Martin Saunders. He's a sales director. As I've said before, he's done triathlons, Tough Mudders, he's run marathons, but since getting into boxing, he's lost over 1.5 stone. But you know what he's looking forward to most?
No, go on.
His first pint afterwards.
Well, I'm pretty sure most of the guys are.
Well, Barry Rand, he cites his favourite boxer from back in the day as Nigel Benn. And boy, oh boy, did he know how to come out on the right side of a war, and he's in a war here. Round two.
So he's a lift engineer, Barry Rand, and I was going to make a poor joke about him being good at going down and going back up again. It's too late now, I can't take it back.
It's better from Rand early in the second, though. Finding the front foot, finds a right hand as well, and a jab. Gets in and gets out again, but once again Saunders comes in with those heavy blows. Rand doing well to cover up, no way through at the moment. Saunders has to be careful he doesn't punch himself out.
Yeah, they're all landing on his arms, these clubbing blows, uppercuts, rights from Saunders, but that's going to take this. It's going to make him want to bring his arms down, Rand.
Well, it's one thing covering up, it's another thing having the ability to then find an opening. But back comes Rand, keeping that right hand high, trying to get that jab away, but Saunders just walking through it. Oh, another uppercut, followed by another one. Seamus Dunn's going to have to step in here, another standing count. Barry Rand showing a great deal of bravery here. Seamus Dunn asks him if he wants to carry on. Barry Rand, just not enough air in those lungs, and Martin Saunders stands tall and proud. He is leaving this boxing ring as a winner. But you can see from that blood on his nose, it's not been easy for him either.
Certainly hasn't. I mean, Rand has had his successes, especially with the jab and certainly with a few rights as well. And I did wonder, as you said, whether Saunders might punch himself out, landing so many on the arms and gloves, but clearly they were shaking his, shaking heavy punches in their bit.
Yeah, big strong man Martin Saunders. And look at that as well, absolutely delighted, and rightfully he should be. Stepped into this white-collar boxing ring, landed those punishing right hands, and he leaves as a victor.
Yeah, I mean, I pay my respects to Barry Rand as well, because I wouldn't want to be taking those punches, and I certainly would not have stood up to more than about one of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for both men, please. After 1 minute and 21 seconds completed on the second round, going for the stop the contest in evening. Therefore, your winner, fighting out of the red corner, Martin.
Well, Barry Rand shakes the hand of the corner man, shakes the hand of Martin Saunders. He's back on his feet, he's all good. I wonder if we'll see him back in the ring. As I said, he's fought in the boxing ring before, fought in the MMA octagon as well. Both of them got into white-collar boxing after they'd seen friends and colleagues do it. In fact, James Mason, his friend Ross Brown, who won via knockout, is here tonight. Will he follow in his footsteps?
Yeah, and I believe there's someone else his footsteps is following in.
And who's that?
His wife.
No pressure. Your friend wins, your wife wins. Can he make it through? That's a good start on the front foot. Standing tall, getting that jab away. No Phil Heydrich though. Good foot movement from the Wembley man. Anthony Joshua got him into boxing, like so many young Brits. And he stepped into the ring as he looks to get that right hand away. Keeping that high, tight guard. Gets over the top with that right hand as well. He's brought a lot of spectators with him tonight. They enjoyed that one. Nice from no-fill, double jab, and then he's trying to wade in with that right hand.
Yeah, he's moving in and out nicely. He's getting his punches off no-fill and then backing away.
Mason there, though, with the lead right hand. Nice there from no-fill, spots the opening, lands that right hand again. Mason, though, not fazed by it as no-fill once again gets there quicker with the jab.
Mason was saying that his wife told him he looked like an old man or a middle-aged man. He's not fighting like it.
Absolutely not, lots of energy. Pretty even first round, perhaps no-fill Heydrich landed a few more of the clean blows.
I hate to point it out again, Dave, but this is every single fight the red corner does not put a stool out for their man. I wonder if it's a coaching technique, some sort of corner man trick that we don't know about.
Well, just look at Jay after the pass. He's been involved with white collar boxing London for a long, long time with that Canadian flag on his left arm. You can tell how much he loves it. Look at the movement, look at his eyes. He wants all of his fighters to do well. Maybe that's why he's keeping them on their feet. Keep the energy levels up. Keep moving as no-fill Heydrich looks over to his adoring fans. Those that have put their hands in their pocket to come and support him this evening in Camden. Round 2. James Mason in the blue corner gets off to a quick start. No-fill Heydrich lands another right hook over the top though. Great counter punching from the man in red.
He's going to the body in this round, Mason, from the start, which is quite a nice technique.
Heydrich there just stifling that right hand, which allows Mason to come back. Toe-to-toe now, these two. Not leaving anything in the ring. No-fill Heydrich just stalking his opponent. A lot of movement from Mason.
Unorthodox feet sometimes, Mason. He brings them level and then moves them back again.
Mason now being sent back. Just starting to tire a little bit. Scott Borthwick's over there in the corner. Just keeping a firm eye on this one as Mason comes forward. Backing no-fill Heydrich up.
The last 30 seconds of this round, second round now.
And an excellent round of white-collar boxing it has been. No-fill Heydrich trying to get that big right hand away, but Mason just steps back and he's left punching thin air. Here comes Heydrich though. Getting through, Mason hanging on. Seamus Dunn steps in. And the bell goes, the end of round 2 as no-fill Heydrich, unorthodox, loses the mouth guard. Well, he hasn't left anything in there, and I think he's tied himself out in doing so.
Holding his foot at an unorthodox angle. I wonder if he's stretching it out. Or...
Stiff jab, big right hand, stay the fuck out, stay tight. No big swings. You see feeling yourself swinging. Stop, point out, start from the body, right? All touch of your hips. No big arms. Go, straight out.
I was just looking behind me, Dave. This place is absolutely packed now, right back to the bar.
Oh, every nook and cranny is taken advantage of here. Absolutely brilliant crowd. Of course, there are the people that have come to watch their friends, their family, but everyone gets stuck into every fighter, and what a brilliant opportunity for these guys who've never stepped into the ring before to perform in front of a respectful and rowdy audience like this. Final round for these two then. And James Mason starts on the front foot. Heydrich trying to get that right hand away again, but that's a nice jab from Mason. Stiff left hand.
This is toe to toe completely now.
Warning there from Dunn. Heydrich just putting that left hand over. Trying to get a bit of extra leverage, let's just call it. Still, James Mason, 41 years of age, so much energy in there.
Yeah, he's swinging, look at him, he's moving the much younger man around the ring now. This is brilliant stuff from him in the final round.
And he's rocked him with the right hand there, Heydrich hanging on, but manages to get his feet back and gain some composure, but James Mason imposing himself in this final round.
Heydrich just took his eyes off him there, punches completely took him out of himself for a second.
Well, these two absolutely empty in the tank in this final round. Both the guards dropping temporarily. Now we're back in position. Is there a final twist in this tale between James Mason in the blue corner and Heydrich in the red? Is that a smile or a grimace from Heydrich?
Heydrich being warned again not allowed to turn your back on your opponent for obvious reasons.
Well, 1 minute it looks like Mason's done, then it looks like Heydrich's done. They're both finding something. God, it's looking like neither of them could get to the final bell here.
They could knock each other out. Heydrich turning his back again. Oh, look at that. Does it end with a hug now?
The final bell, and the London Irish Centre raises to its feet to show appreciation for the effort that these two have put in.
Oh yeah, I mean that was an incredible final round. Absolutely brilliant. Well done, both men. I'd hate to be scoring this one.
Oh. Well, the judges have got to make a decision here. But I think both men can be absolutely delighted with the effort they've shown. Scott Borthwick, the main man at White Collar Boxing London, has just made his way past us. He's got a huge smile on his face, because that is what it's all about. Two men from non-boxing backgrounds stepping into the ropes and giving it absolutely everything. James Mason, a 41-year-old sales director from Putney. Heydrich, 23-year-old account director from Wembley. They've got friends and work colleagues here watching, and they will certainly be able to set foot in the office on Monday with their heads held high.
Excellent 3 rounds of action. The referee has scored this contest 29 points to 28 points. In favour of your winner, fighting out of the right corner.
Heydrich gets the win. I'm not supposed to say this, but we do a little bit of a prediction, and you got that one spot on.
I just felt that he just edged the first 2 rounds, and then I thought James Mason, came back so brilliantly in the third that he took it. But that was as close as it got.
Brilliant fight. Heydrich acknowledges his crowd. James Mason steps out of the ropes, but he can be very, very pleased with his performance. On another day, he'd get the win there.
Next bout this evening, please welcome to the red corner from Dagenham, Essex, Jamie Clitheroe. Chessington, Surrey, it's Barr, the County Frost Kid, Oliveira! Now over to your referee for his final instructions.
He's hoping that the showbiz and the glitz and glamour will rub off on his boxing this evening. Jamie the Dagger Carter from Dagenham. This is his third fight. Lost one, drawn one. His entrance music was Can't Stop, and by the looks of things, he can't stop boxing because he's here looking for that first win.
Showing some remarkable hand speed early on, both men.
Both in good condition. Both enjoy other sports as well. Jamie Carter, he's a rugby player, former winger, then went into the back row following a knee operation, but considering he's had that knee op, moving those legs pretty well. Although it's Oliveira there using the rugby tactics, dropping that shoulder, getting his opponent into the corner. He's another one who's really enjoyed the training. Lost over a stone. He hits the deck there. A sharp left hand there from Carter. Good counter punching from the Dagenham man. Doesn't look too rocked, but he committed himself on the way forward there, and Carter stood tall.
Yeah.
That stiff shot putting him down.
Yeah, he walked onto it. I mean, it's a flash put down, but it's going to lose him a point, unfortunately.
And let's see how he responds there. Doesn't look to have his confidence rocked too much, but again, reaching in. Wants to be careful he doesn't walk onto another one. Shoulder movement from Carter. Taller of the two fighters. Looks comfortable in there, Jamie Carter, as well, doesn't he?
He does, he does. He doesn't look like he has never won a fight. I say he has never. 2 fights.
And there's Mark Oliver looking to explode onto the ropes. Interesting first round, mutual respect as they touch gloves. Jamie Carter initiating that a few times in the round. Now we've had some helium balloons make their way into the London Irish Centre here.
Can't quite work out what they say.
There's a D, an E, an E and a D. So it's either Deed, DD, Ed, of course. We've got Edward Reed fighting a little bit later on. Maybe they're just missing the R. Or maybe we'll just wait for them all to sit in order so we can find out what they're spelling. Strangest game of Scrabble I've ever seen. Mark Oliveira is ready to go in this second round. Jamie Carter again. Looks fluid out there. Oliveira, a little bit stiff, a little bit more upright, but as we saw in that first round, not scared to explode and impose himself on the fight.
No, not at all, and I think that's what he's going to need to do, is get under the guard and just, as you say, explode. See what he can unleash on his opponent.
And he goes in again there, backing Carter up onto the ropes. Massive energy here in this second round from Oliveira. But he's been caught there on the nose. You can see some reddening of the face there for Oliveira. Credit to Carter here, he's dealing with those unorthodox attacks from Oliveira. Well, just covering up as once again Oliveira goes to work on the body. Great work from the Chessington man.
That was beautiful from Carter there. Taking a sustained beating and then just stood back, landed a jab. Oliveira backed away.
Yeah, excellent boxing from Carter. Protected himself well. Just doing enough to come out the other side.
Appears to be wearing Dagenham and Redbridge socks as well. Carter.
Good spot. Oliveira now. The end of the round there.
Bit more respect called. Shown at the end. How are you seeing this one?
Well, I think Carter certainly looks more comfortable out there, but Oliveira's work rate will have caught the eyes of the judges. He's quick, he's strong, he's explosive. He's unorthodox, but he's certainly brave.
Yeah, not without his success for that.
Final round then, Mark Oliveira on debut in the blue corner. He's ready to go. His lungs are heaving, but he's not going to let that get in the way of a final round here against Jamie the Dagger Carter.
Yeah, when we asked Jamie what his style is, he said getting punched in the face.
Well, he's managed to avoid that pretty well so far.
Taken a few to the body.
Yeah, Mark Oliveira taking the Ricky Hatton route to the body, and once again, just teeing off as Carter does well to open himself up, turns things around. He does escape from trouble so well, Jamie Carter.
That was lovely.
Can't be easy when you've got that flurry of punches coming towards your midriff on the ropes. From behind us to get close from Mark Oliveira, and he needs to. He's succumbing in terms of reach to Jamie Carter, who picks him off with another nice jab. Oliveira backs him up into the corner there. Where's he getting this energy from? He was out on his feet at the beginning of the round. Goes to work on Jamie Carter in the corner. Carter absorbs some and comes back again. Real sucker for punishment, Jamie Carter.
Yeah, Oliveira worked his way in with some long jabs then to open the body up, and that was brilliant, really impressive. Just feeling it maybe now.
Yeah, it's a lot of work to go through to come out the other side. Jamie Carter just picking his punches there. And once again, Oliveira marches him into the corner.
Breathing heavily now, Oliveira. He's really feeling this. He's putting in every bit.
Well, he's thrown a lot of punches as Carter lands the final blow. Big show of respect between the two. That is an excellent fight. The quality of Carter and the energy of Oliveira. And which way are the judges going to see it? Mark Oliveira, the tongue comes out, and that's a big smile on his face as well. The wraps are off. He's had a great night in the ring. Top work, Mark. You can be proud of that, my friend. One of the busiest fighters I've ever seen in a white-collar boxing ring.
He's There's no short of energy.
Absolutely not. Seamus Dunn calls Jamie Carter. Classy operator.
Show your appreciation for both men after 3 platform rounds of action. And at the end of those 3 completed rounds, your referee has been unable to stick the pair. This bout is a draw. Show your appreciation for Jamie Carter and Mark.
Well, a draw. Just reward for an even fight, and that means that with the knockdown in the first round, that the other 2 rounds went to Oliveira.
I don't think either fighter can complain. Mark Oliveira's work rate got in there, gave it everything. Huge smile on his face there. Jamie Carter, classy operator. As you pointed out, that short left that put Oliveira down in the first round. Chris Lowry makes his way to the ring. It's his first bout, and what a story. He lost his sister, and this was her favourite song. He's raising money for charity in Katie's name. So far, he's raised £1,800. Stepping into the ring, what a tribute to her from the ex-lifeguard. He's got over 80 people here supporting him this evening, and they are raising the roof at the London Irish Centre. White collar boxing, London rules, 3 2-minute rounds. Chris Lowry, the 29-year-old, had one thing to say before the fight, and that's sorry, mum. She has come here to support us. Alex Brown picks him off with a left hook there, that lead left. High guard from Lowry. Bit of head movement, trying to get that jab away as Lowry, but a little bit too close when he's throwing it, so Brown, that low guard, able to tack in and find his left jab. A minute gone in this opening round.
Both men showing good movement early in the fight. Nice to see. A bit of a change from steaming into one another.
Yeah, it's been a respectful first round. Both just trying to find their range and work each other out. Important for Chris Lowry as he hands that right hand to feed off the crowd but not get too into it, because you can expend all that energy as he picks off Brown with a nice right hand there, but back comes Brown. Both men exchanging big blows here.
See, Lowry quite unorthodox. He occasionally leads with the right, which is unusual.
Yeah, and he's quite square on as well. It's Brown just working that left jab and comes over the top as well. Rocks the head of Lowry as we approach the final few seconds of this opening round.
Yeah, that was a good left hook from Alex Brown there.
Round one done. Once again, a touch of gloves between Lowry and Brown.
It's nice to see quite how much respect the guys are showing one another. I mean, they are, you can see in the ring, they're not holding back. But at the end of every round, nearly every fight, we've seen it every round, touch of gloves.
Well, I think there has to be a huge amount of respect between these guys. How different is this to the normal life? Alex Brown's a market trader. He sells menswear. Chris Lowry, he's in corporate conference sales, a million miles away from the electric atmosphere of this London Irish Centre in Camden. But both of them look pretty comfortable, pretty at home, and a lot like they're enjoying themselves.
Certainly do. Alex Brown, particularly when he's jabbed and landed, he's stepped off in the correct direction, he's moved away from the blows, looked quite dainty on his feet, actually.
Well, he cites one of his favourite fighters as Floyd Mayweather.
Well, there you go.
Of course, one of the greatest movers in any boxing ring. In fact, in any sport.
Didn't he win Strictly Come Dancing in America as well, Floyd?
Oh, wouldn't surprise me. Well, you're not going to tell him he's lost, here. I wonder if that makes him 50-0.
Well, I'd count it above the McGregor fight. So.
Chris Lowry, nice jab. Rocks the head of Alex Brown. He gets him into the corner as well. Brown, though, strong for a 22-year-old, shoves his opponent back with two gloves. Lowry just starting to breathe a little bit heavier in this second round. Needs to be careful and keep out of trouble. Brown, as you said, looks so good on his feet. Oh, there's a lead right from Lowry, though. That's the power shot. I'd love to land one of those.
Well, he's just thrown it 3 times in a row, so third time to try.
Couple of better jabs from Lowry, though. Trying to box a little bit better. He's given away a few inches to Alex Brown. He's actually a very big guy. Stood by him before the fight. I'm 6'2" and he stands a little bit over me, so quite an imposing figure for Chris Lowry to try and hunt down. There's a splatter of blood on the face of Lowry as well. Obviously one of those Brown shots has made its way through. Brown just picking him off with that jab. Lowry just pouring his out, really, so he can make way for that right hand, and he lands a nice uppercut as well. At the end of the second round, Chris Lowry finally getting a little bit of room to impose himself on this bout.
Do you think the work right at the end there might have, as they say, caught the judge's eye? It was a good bit of effort right towards the end from Lowry.
Well, he managed to get himself some good position in the ring. Brown in the corner, nowhere to go. It's his movement that's really separated him from his opponent in the first 2 rounds. But when he had nowhere to go, it meant that Lowry could use that right hand. One to the body, one to the head.
Yeah, they talk about closing the ring off, and that's what he's done there. And to do that with a mover like like someone that can move like Alex Brown has shown is a great credit to Chris Lowry. I do want to know where this nickname comes from, though.
Yes. Well, the DJ plays the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but who will be leaving with the crown at the end of this third round? Chris Lowry in the blue corner, Alex Brown in the red. Lowry again looking to get that right hand away, but Brown just looks comfortable out there. Oh, but Lowry's finally landed with the jab as well. Back comes Brown, that's made him angry. And listen to that support as well. Camden has come alive in support of Chris Lowry.
The thing that Brown's not doing this round, which he's done in the previous ones, is he's moving it clockwise towards the right hand, allowing Lowry to land it more often.
And his ankles are a little bit, his heels, should I say, a little bit close to the canvas. He's still trying to move. But I think that work from Lowry certainly slowed him down a bit, the youngster from Romford. Final minute. Once again, Lowry getting that right hand away. Brown's corner shouting at him to keep his hands up. Feeling the pace here a little bit. And back he comes with some jabs of his own. Lowry just taking a bit of a breather. Brown looking to take advantage, but Lowry in the final 30 seconds. Can he step on the gas and make something happen? Once again, cries of Lowry, Lowry break out around this fantastic venue.
Brown happy now just to make him miss and land once.
Wow. Huge smile on Brown's face. There's a strange level of enjoyment there, isn't there? But Chris Lowry pumps his fist down the camera. He thinks he's done enough here. Fighting, remember, for his sister Katie, who passed away, raised a fantastic amount of money, and hopefully that amount will only go up. Gets the adoration of the supporters, doesn't matter whether he's won or lost this evening. They're all extremely proud of him, and rightfully so. He's given it everything in the ring. As we said, it was sorry mum before the fight. But I'm sure she's as proud as everyone of Chris Lowry.
Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for both men after 3 hard-fought rounds of action. And again, those 3 rounds. The referee has scored this contest 29 points to 28 points in favour of your winner, fighting out of the blue corner.
Chris the Sultan Lowry raises the trophy, raises the right hand. And in his first ever bout, he leaves with the win. There was a big smile on the face of Alex Brown. Won his first fight, lost his second, but put on a great display. There's something in the air tonight in Camden. Every fight has been a thriller, but Chris the Sultan Lowry is the victor over Alex Brown, 29-28. Another great fight.
And so for our next bout of the evening, please welcome to the red corner from Wellington, Surrey, Leslie.
Wesley Graham fighting out of the red corner, 38 years of age from Streatham. Fighting for his lost friend, Michael Grace. Raising money through Virgin Money Raising, so if you're watching and you'd like to donate, then if you search Mixie Grace on Virgin Money, then you can donate. Big Liverpool supporter. Nobody's perfect, I suppose. But it's his first time in the ring. He's raising money for SADS, the charity. He's sold nearly 60 tickets this evening, and it sounds like every single one of them is stood right behind this because it's a raucous noise. He's got Mark in his corner. He's a former amateur boxer, 4-time national champion. So he'll be using all of his experience to get Wesley Graham on the winning side. His opponent in the blue corner, Edward Reed from Brixton, 39 years of age, a civil servant, another first-timer. However, his best mate boxed here and won. His wife boxed here and won, so he is hoping to be the third man in the ring and the third in the group with a victory. His favourite boxer is Lomachenko, but he describes his style more as a plodding journeyman. Fascinating contest here. Edward Reed and Wesley Graham. Wesley Graham staring Edward Reed down during Seamus Dunn's final instructions. Wesley Graham fighting under the pupillage of Mark, his friend, 4 times national champion, for his friend Mixie Grace. Graham the first to the punch in the opening exchanges, but Reed walking through it. Slightly taller of the two fighters, the man in blue.
Yeah, and I think because of that, Graham's kept a long lead left to keep him away.
Reed just getting to the punch first in these opening exchanges. Graham with that low left hand. Taking a little bit of punishment here from Reed. Comes back with a nice counter left though, Wesley Graham. In the room for both of these fighters, but it's Edward Reed the aggressor at the moment. Wesley Graham just a little bit tentative.
Yeah, he's batting away, he's trying to bat the jabs away. So just as they open up on one another. blood. Some blood from his nose as well.
Yeah, Edward Reed has bloodied Wesley Graham's nose in this first round. He's dominating the centre of the ring as well, is Reed.
Yeah, this uses massive height advantage to, I say massive, significant. Just to Wesley at bay.
And finally the stool comes down in the red corner.
Oh. I don't know why I was so obsessed with it.
Observation is the key. Well, Mark's in the red corner, just clearing the blood off that nose. Plenty to work on for both fighters, but Reed will possibly be the happier of the two in that opening round.
I would have thought so. He showed a little bit more willingness to engage. Not that Graham didn't throw his punches, but you know, he was coming forward, and with the longer arms, Graham's going to have to come up with something. But I'm sure with Svend in his corner, as a four-time champion, he's not going to get bad advice.
Yes, Wesley Graham certainly not scared to get hit. But Edward Reed doing all the action at the moment, but Graham comes straight in with a lead left, and back comes Reed as well. What an exchange in the opening of the second round. Wesley Graham tees off and gets through with the uppercut as well. Looks a different fighter in the second round, but Reed comes back with some hard work of his own. Comes out of the clinch and lands the right hand as well. Seamus Dunn's going to have a word there. I'm not sure it was malicious.
Graham certainly doesn't think so. He touched no, so.
Both men still off their feet, but an electric exchange there from Edward Reed and Wesley Graham.
Yeah, that's really caught fire, hasn't it?
Dunn again having a word with Reed. Finally, the second round starts to settle down. Well, Wesley Graham knew what he had to do.
Gunman finally getting his shots off. I've been waiting for 2 rounds to say that.
I can't believe you beat me to it.
We both knew it was coming.
Wesley Graham now working the jab. Lands with that left again. Really is some claret pouring from that nose as well as he leads with the left. Needs to be careful putting his head down there.
Picking some nice angles as he comes in, Graham. That was nice defence as well. Although, as you say, the head may be getting a little bit too low.
Yeah, nice movement though. It's getting low and trying to stay out the way, but when you stick your chin out like that, someone like Edward Reed is going to punish you. Bell goes.
I wonder if that was getting his own back.
Little one after the bell, but what a fantastic round. The majority of the crowd here in Camden on their feet in appreciation.
Yeah, 2 rounds. I'd say it's even after 2 rounds. All to play for, so to speak.
All to fight for indeed. Wesley Graham, the man from Streatham, certainly shook off the rust after that first round. Edward Reed, though, dominated the exchanges in the first round and really had to step up a gear. So Wesley Graham threw everything at him in the opening 30 seconds there. Will he be joining his best mate and his wife as a winner?
I thought for a split second that we might see a stoppage with how sudden. I mean, Edward Reed was surprised by that, and I thought that might force a stoppage. He did well not to, and I'm glad he's still in this fight because it's been very exciting.
Certainly has. Seamus Dunn's done a brilliant job to keep control of it as well. A touch of gloves and the final 2 minutes. And Wesley Graham forgot his mouth guard. He's got a cracking set of teeth as well. You don't want to damage those, but they're damaging everything else as once again it becomes a brawl in the middle of the ring. Seamus Dunn stepping in. He's a braver man than I, the man in black.
Well, that's partly what he gets paid his money for. They know what they're doing. Certainly none more than Seamus done.
Oh, lovely left hand there from Graham. Lands again. Graham starting to get the better in now, but loses balance.
Graham, in these exchanges, briefly switches stances. Look, there you go. What has gone lead right?
Oh, lovely work from Graham, the left and the right. Edward Reid fighting fire with fire, though. All the supporters behind this are going to end up in the ring if they get any closer. It's electric in and out of the ring here in Camden. Edward Reid in the blue corner, Wesley Graham in the red. Both of these giving it everything out there. Graham has to be careful with that left hand over the shoulder.
Well, he's fought southpaw, he's fought orthodox, he's now fighting square on. It seems to be working.
Wants to get those hands away, Wesley Graham. Edward Reid trying to maintain some semblance of orthodox boxing.
Very, very hard when someone's coming at you like that, I think.
Two warriors out there. Is there a final sting in the tail? Graham again, trying to club away with that left hand. Just the mouth guard hanging out of his mouth, trying to get a bit more air in the lungs. Have either of these got any power left?
Well, Graham looks like he's looking for one big shot now. I think he thinks he can land the left after, there you go again, after Reid's thrown his right. What a fight!
Brilliant stuff. Huge smile on the face of Wesley Graham. Edward Reid gets a massive hug from his corner, and he deserves it too. The level tonight, the commitment has been incredible. Empty tanks all over the place, and another massive decision for the scorers to make.
There's not going to be many of these guys being able to lift their pints to their mouths after this. They're going to need straws.
We've got a sales manager and a civil servant here. Well, well, they'll be back in their suits on a Monday, and it'll be a lot different to this. But tonight they are heroes in front of a Camden crowd who once again rise to their feet in admiration. Wesley Graham raises his hands to the sky. He thinks he's done enough.
The referee, Mr. Saunders, done to score this contest 29 points to 28 points in favour of your winner, fighting out of the blue corner.
Edward Reid gets the win. That is tough on Wesley Graham, who gave it everything out there, but I think that dominance in the first round was what did it for Edward Reid.
Yeah, the first was clearly his. The others, I mean, I gave them to, as you know, I gave them to Wesley Graham, but they were close. They were laying into one another, and those rounds can go either way.
Well, Wesley Graham loses to Edward Reid. Tell you what, Edward Reid, huge credit for holding on, hanging on when Wesley Graham was giving it absolutely everything.
And for our next bout of the evening, please welcome to the red corner from Lowry, County Antrim, Ireland,
Bernice Carr makes her way into the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. She's 35 years of age, from North London. Works in the skincare industry, and it's her second fight since December. Ciara Gribben inside the ring already, in the red corner. From County Antrim, says before the fight that she has to be aggressive. 24 years of age, she's a nurse and a midwife. This promises to be a thrilling fight.
I assume you mean, when you say she says she has to be aggressive, she means in the ring, not at work.
Exactly that. Looking at the two fighters as they make their way into the ring though. Bernice Carr, as cool as you like, neutral look on the face. Swaggers in between the ropes. Ciara Gribben.
Another Ireland native fighting today.
By contrast though, Gribben, so much energy in the ring. Bounced into the ring with that Ireland flag behind her. But there she is, the suggestion of a smile, the right hand raised. That is a confident fighter.
Yeah, they certainly look to have two nicely contrasting, gelling styles already, don't they? Haven't even seen them throw a punch yet.
In the red corner, Bernice Carr. In the blue, 3 2-minute rounds, white collar boxing, London rules. Straight away, toe to toe, Ciara Gribben walking forward, but Bernice Carr just picking her off. She's physically bigger, and that's a strong jab from the fighter in the blue corner.
Yep, she said before the fight she was going to use the jab and use the range, but she's showing a lot of speed and aggression with that.
Good foot movement from Bernice Carr. Gribben just trying to swat that jab away, but she's going to have to try and find a way to get inside, because Bernice Carr using that long left lever well.
Dogged though, Ciara. She's not giving up.
Yeah, despite being on the end of that left jab, she's not taking a backward step. Still trying to move into range to pick off Bernice Carr.
She's got a nice wide stance, Bernice Carr, as well. Just stopping the feet of Gribben getting inside.
Better from Gribben though.
Taking a minute there.
I think Gribben bounced into the ring, bounced into the fight. She's just been a little bit more mindful now. Lands a good body shot there.
She might want to try waving Bernice in. You know, fight my fight.
Oh, Bernice Carr, big right hand there. Well, she said she needed to be aggressive before the fight, Ciara Gribben. She just needs to go back to basics. Try and do the stuff that she was doing well in sparring, doing well in the gym. Throwing that jab, moving the head. Bernice Carr, she is a smooth operator, a good jab, looks the part in there, looks comfortable.
Carr getting the towel and having her legs stretched out, though. I wonder if she's put in a bit more energy than perhaps it looked like she was putting in.
Oh, it's hard work out there. No matter how long you've been doing this, Every round takes it out of you.
What I would say as a shorter man, if you're the shorter fighter, you need, if they're throwing straight punches, you need to be moving that head.
Yeah. If you're punching down, it means there are gaps.
And that's what
Iskar again, starting the second round confidently. Gazing out from atop of that left hand. Works the jab again, snaps back the head of Ciara Gribben, who still walks after her. It's brave work from Gribben.
She's getting through with some Gribben. She landed a jab and she landed a right hook, sort of straight hook.
Better head movement from Gribben in this round as well. But Carr still getting through with those stiff right jabs.
She's bitch, look. Gribben there just closed the target down. Look, she's just turned her shoulder slightly more on.
Let's be careful not to turn her back though, Gribben. Yeah. Working that left jab before Carr comes back with some counter punching of her own. A few stinging shots, then she moves out of trouble. Smart fighting from Bernice Carr. Gribben again though. Some would say brave, some would say foolish. She continues to move forward.
I'd say brave. She's got shouts from her corner saying move your head.
Still eyeing up Bernice Carr though. Wants to land the shots, wants to make something happen. Carr moves in, couple of nice shots. Those blue gloves finding the target. Better second round from Ciara Gribben. Scott Borthwick in the ring, barking orders at Ciara Gribben. Bernice Carr, still that cool, composed exterior. Ahead of the final round. 2 minutes for these two to make an impact. Gribben comes straight in with a big right hand, but Bernice Carr comes back.
Landed a right there, Carr. Got to keep this up. Even if she just lands one when she gets in, the judge thinks that Bernice isn't landing cleanly, then it would be hard to make that argument.
Nice exchange there once again, though. Bernice Carr picks off Gribben with the jab. That really has been the difference between the two fighters. Bernice Carr, an accomplished left hand, goes to the body this time. Ciara Gribben's faithful behind us, chant her name. She keeps going forward, crunching right hand from Gribben.
Ciara's corner there, just encouraging her to invite the action and then have her turn.
Sensible advice. I think Gribben is just so desperate to have an all action that she's going toe-to-toe. She's been a little bit guilty of being too aggressive, but that is what the crowd like. But incredibly brave. Tell you what, put a lot of people in a ring with someone taller than them, you wouldn't see them walking towards it looking for punishment. Final bell goes, Ciara Gribben against Bernice Carr. Another brilliant 6 minutes of white-collar boxing. Will it be the accomplished jab of Bernice Carr or the brave energy of Ciara Gribben that walks away with the win here?
Show your appreciation for both of these ladies after very extra rounds of action. And at the end of those 3 completed rounds, the referee has scored this contest 30 points to 28 points in favour of your winner, fighting out of the blue corner.
The left hand goes up for Bernice Carr. 2 fights, 2 wins. And she really does have an excellent jab, an excellent technique, and she's the deserved winner. Ciara Gribben, though, so much to be proud of, continued to walk forward, wanted to make things happen.
A great even round, sorry.
Yeah, a great night for her, and a great night for her supporters as well. Got an even round, and that was down to pure graft.
Next round, next bout of the evening. Please welcome to the red corner from Dagenham, Essex, Saunders.
The 9th bout of the evening. Sean Cox in the red corner, already in the ring. This is a rescheduled bout for him after horrific torn bicep. His opponent in the blue corner, stepping through the ropes now, Ricky Clitheroe. 38 years of age. This is his 3rd white-collar boxing bout. He's won 1, he's lost 1. And his plan is to do 5, then retire. He loves stepping in between the ropes. Both of these fighters have boxed before. 2 big men, 2 big punches. I'm expecting fireworks.
Well, if it's anything like the one we had earlier.
And this white-collar boxing London rules bout will be contested over 3 2-minute rounds.
I notice another set of Dagenham socks.
From Dagenham in Essex, please welcome Sean
Well, some panto jeers there from the crowd.
And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner from Mill Hill in northwest London, where he's known as the Mill Hill Lawler. It's Ricky Clitheroe. Now to a referee for his final instructions.
Ricky Clitheroe, a real success story of white-collar boxing. First stepped into the gym at 20 stone. He's now down to 17 stone. And when we spoke to him earlier, he said the main thing that's improved is his jab, and straight away he's there trying to get that left hand away, and that's a lovely combination as well, rocking the head of Sean Cox.
Just wobbled Cox's feet there briefly.
Well, as we said, Sean Cox recovering from that torn bicep. That was a full operation. Done incredibly well to get back on the rugby pitch and back into the boxing ring. He actually went into a little bit too much detail when explaining the operation. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. But he's here now fighting Ricky Clitheroe, and following that early flurry of punches is starting to find a little bit of range of his own, but Clitheroe again just looking to slightly more focus to the two fighters as Cox looks to get the jab away.
A little bit less all action this one than the last big guys fight we had, but when they land, you really can feel it, can't you?
Oh, 1-2 from Clitheroe. Sean Cox felt that. But as you said, even those jabs, two big, heavy men, two strong men, and they're jabbing at a good range as well, so they'll certainly be feeling those. It's Clitheroe's just getting the better of those 50-50s in this opening round. Oh, lovely jab from Cox, though. Finally finds the target. Really interesting first round there.
Very interesting.
Two big men spent a lot of time scoping each other out, looking for weaknesses. Clitheroe getting the better of the exchanges, but Sean Cox not letting those punches landed on him dampen his enthusiasm for this. Still looking for action, still looking to engage, but probably has to find slightly more level if he's going to get anything out of this fight.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see that. I'm sure he can if he's gone through what he's told him he's gone through. He's not going to be shy of a bit of pain.
Round two. Sean Cox in the red, Ricky Clitheroe in the blue. Cox slightly taller of the two fighters, but Clitheroe operating the jab a little bit better. Just having a look at their stances. Sean Cox a little bit more upright, and as a result, not able to really take advantage of his reach.
They're both landing a bit more evenly in the exchanges this round, which is good for Cox. That's good for Clitheroe.
Just exchanging jabs. Just looking at the jab exchanges, they're throwing, they're landing at the same time, but I think Clitheroe just landing with the heavier of the left hands.
They've just thrown like three identical combinations at one another and landed.
Oh, nice from Cox, though. Finally gets over the top with that right. Good movement from Clitheroe, though.
Just made Cox miss. Wonderful step back.
Showing a little bit more boxing acumen, if you like. Once he throws the punch, look at that, moving away to the right-hand side. And when you've got big men fighting, moving them around is what tires them. So Clitheroe, boxing clever at the moment. Again, moving just to keep Cox out of range. Still Cox, though, trying to tee up that right hand.
Dogged.
Clitheroe there, just rocks Cox with the jab and now backs him up onto the ropes, but Cox does well there, just to use his weight, just to use his strength to get himself out of trouble.
Well, it looked from where we were sitting like his legs went stiff for a second, didn't it? But clearly they didn't, because he had the wherewithal to push Clitheroe away.
Yeah, he did really well there, because if he gets backed up onto the ropes, that could spell trouble. Final round then of this heavyweight encounter. Ricky Clitheroe slightly on top, but Sean Cox, a dogged display from him, and he's working that jab. Gone up a level in those opening exchanges, and he needs to. Clitheroe, third fight, remember. Wants to do 5, then retire. He's won 1, lost 1.
Bit of a boxing addict, Clitheroe's telling us. Obviously the Mill Hill Mauler, his nickname.
And Sean Cox, well, he's an engine tester, and he's certainly having his engine tested here. Still walking through, trying to get some ring position, but Clitheroe just looks the more focused of the two fighters. Cox has wobbled there. Clitheroe looking to take advantage. Cox wobbling onto the ropes, but Seamus Dunn stepping in. It's time off, and I think he's just giving Sean Cox a breather here. Check the headgear. There have been a couple of times in this fight where it's looked as though Cox has wobbled, but he's always managed to recover.
I was going to say his legs did, again, recover so quickly there. He's obviously got incredible powers of recovery.
Big strong man, the 35-year-old from Dagenham. Still going with the jab, as is Clitheroe. Really strong exchanges. Clitheroe going the lead left hook now, looking to inflict some damage on his opponent in this final round.
Cox just grips his teeth, shakes his head, and comes back in for more. Look.
Although he looks like he's feeling it now, Sean Cox. He's hanging in there. Seamus Dunn keeping a close eye on this one. I think we can't underestimate the power of these Ricky Clitheroe shots. Sean Cox starting to wobble. Final exchanges here. As we come towards the end, Sean Cox hanging on, bravely hanging on. That is the final bell. Big hug between two big men. But I think Ricky Clitheroe has done enough to win his third white-collar boxing bout. Sean Cox with the headgear off. Incredible powers of durability from him. Still has the fists up to pose for a picture as well. Ricky Clitheroe, those extra bouts in the ring allowed him to show his finesse in there.
Both men in there took big, big shots.
Oh yeah. Heavy hands. And headgear or no headgear, they have an impact. Sean Cox even finding time for a dance. Go on, Sean.
I don't know what you're saying. You've been dancing in the commentary booth.
It's because the DJ's dropping the tunes. Anyway, time for the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for both men after 3 half-court rounds of action. And at the end of those 3 completed rounds, your referee has scored this contest 30 points to 28 in favour of your winner. Fighting out of the blue corner, it's
Ricky Clitheroe goes 2-1 in his white-collar boxing London career.
And show your appreciation for
Sean Cox raises that trophy high, and rightfully so, even showing a bit of chivalry and opening the rings for the ring girls as well. Well done, Sean. Brilliant effort. Ricky Clitheroe, well, we look forward to your 4th and 5th bouts.
Well, Mike. With our 10th bout of the evening, we've got Mike Wilkins, who didn't take up boxing until he was 47, facing Peter Victor in the blue corner, who is, it would appear from this distance, somewhat taller. We shall see. Well, the two go at it early on. Got a quite lean back stance, Victor. He's trying to use the jab and just keep his head out of danger. Oh, he lands a couple of jabs and a right. Well, you'd never believe that these two men were at the age that they're at.
Well, they're over a century old between them. And I'm 32 years of age and currently feeling like I need to get off my backside and get in shape, because this is a brilliant display in this opening round. Peter Victor said he was looking forward to getting in there and competing. Certainly is at the moment, really working that left jab. Does not look like a first-time fighter, but Mike Wilkins, dogged right hand from the Essex man. End of round one and they touch gloves. Well, speaking to Mike Wilkins before the bout, he was telling me about all the money that's raised around the world from white-collar boxing. However, all the places he's been to, he's most impressed with the setup of Scott Borthwick's White-Collar Boxing London. So if you want to get involved, then you need to get yourself to whitecollarboxinglondon.com. Like so many this evening, doesn't matter if you're stepping into the ring for the very first time or if you're an experienced campaigner, it's never too late to come and train, and maybe you could be stepping into the ring at the London Irish Centre in Camden, as these two are. Peter Victor, he's been a journalist for pretty much all the major papers over the years, but Mike Wilkins comes in and lays a news headline on him. You're in a boxing match, Peter. Wilkins just starting to try and break through. Victor needs to re-establish that left jab that was so effective in the first round.
Yeah, Wilkins is coming in from both angles, and Victor's a little bit uncertain what to do to avoid them at the moment. Oh, but he seems to have slightly figured it out.
Yeah, better head movement there from Victor to get inside that Wilkins' right hand, but Wilkins just working the jab there, getting it through Victor's guard. A lot of respect between the two of them. They were having a good chat before the fight. Mike Wilkins said, good luck, mate, but not too good, and that's a big right hand. It's rocked Peter Victor. Just recovered, though, and that's a strong recovery from Peter Victor. Because Wilkins, heavy set, stocky build, generates a lot of power. And he does it again, tees it up with the jab for unleashing the right hand.
You may have wished him good luck, but there's no quarter being given here.
Absolutely not.
Victor just using the right there, doing it well. Just timing it. Just as when Wilkins steps in, just putting him off his shot and setting him back a pace.
Victor again in the centre of the ring, trying to get that jab away, but Wilkins counter-punching, just waiting for Victor to move in, and again, huge right hand, rocks Peter Victor as the bell goes. Well, Mike Wilkins counter-punching there, just waiting for Victor to come in with the jab before smashing over the top of the right hand.
Twice.
Well, that's the difference between the two fighters at the moment. I mean, it's a brave tactic to wait for your opponent to throw, but if you can utilise it, you really can cause some damage, as we saw from Mike Wilkins there.
Absolutely. I mean, well-known boxing technique. You let them they're putting their energy into your punches.
Well, that jab is Peter Victor's strength, those long levers. But unfortunately for him, the counter right hand is the strength of Mike Wilkins. 2 minutes, 1 round remaining. Mike Wilkins of Grays in Essex, the foreign exchange trader Peter Victor, journalist from Bromley. Final round again, it's Victor who opens the exchanges, but Mike Wilkins, in front of his fans, in front of his son, again comes in with the counter punches.
Got good feet there, Wilkins. Just steps his back foot away, steps it to his left.
Again, Wilkins rides the jab of Victor. If Victor can find a way to keep this fight at range, he might be able to make hay in this final round. But it's Wilkins moving forward, closing the ring off before Victor circles away to his left and again works that jab.
Blowing quite hard, Victor. Put tremendous effort in.
Still moving forward though, that's a solid jab from Wilkins. Victor just rides it, keeps coming forward, goes a lead right this time. Combination from Victor, snaps back the head of Wilkins. He's not done yet inside the final round.
Wonderful return. Victor winced when that jab landed and then just bit down and came forward again. And again, look, he's landing his jab.
Getting through, but Wilkins looking to land a big right hook. It's glanced off the chin of Peter Victor. What a battle this has been.
Oh, lovely combination from Victor there.
Well, he's grown into this final round, this Peter Victor. But still, Wilkins with the movement, circles backwards before trying to land a combination low. The final bell goes. What an effort from these two men. As we said, over a century of years between them, that they've put on a great show here in Camden. White Collar Boxing London once again comes up with the goods. An excellent fight.
Certainly was. I mean, this goes to show you how fit boxing gets you. These guys have just put on a show that there was no noticeable difference in terms of the effort, the energy they put into that. No different from the other fights we've seen tonight and from a lot of other boxing I've seen. That was really, really well done.
Well, Mike Wilkins, the more experienced of the two fighters, and I think that showed with the way he counter-punched. But Peter Victor, 10 weeks training, getting in the ring for the first time, operated behind that jab. He's in fantastic shape for 55 years of age. I wonder what the judges will make of this one.
Just looking at those knee straps on Peter Victor, I just wonder whether that's what just prevented him from maybe a little bit more lateral movement and getting away and using the jab, getting away.
And in the 3 rounds, the referee has scored this contest 29 points to 28 points. In favour of your winner, fighting out of the blue corner,
Peter Victor gets the win. That jab has worked for him. Mike Wilkins, another great performance from him to add to his great performances in Singapore and Chicago. But Peter Victor, on his first foray into the ring, leaves with a victory and a victory dance to go with it.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations to Peter Victor there. That's an incredibly good result for him, and he's done very well. Mike Wilkins raised a sly eyebrow as he came out of the ring, shrugged his shoulders, but you know, this is what white collar boxing is about. It's about close battles, and they can go either way, and it's what the judge likes, what Sheamus likes.
Now for our next bout of the evening, please welcome to the red corner from Upminster, Nick Brown.
Ammunition. He's a 24-year-old school teacher, teaches maths, so I wonder whether he'll be scoring the fight. Says his kids know that he's fighting, and he wouldn't be surprised if some of them didn't want him to win, but I'm sure, having spoken to him, he's an affable chap, and most of them will.
Looks in great shape coming into this fight. Says his favourite fighter is Vitaly Klitschko, loves how he uses the jab to make it his fight. Nick Brown, though, another tough, tight head prop. Big, strong southpaw from Dagenham.
This is Nick's second fight, and he's hoping that his southpaw stance causes some problems. When you're fighting southpaw, it's all about getting your feet on the inside. Sorry, on the outside, my bad. I always like watching the footwork when it's a southpaw against an orthodox fighter. But I'll be honest, I'll be looking at the wrong thing at the moment because they're two throwing leather. What do you make of the early exchanges, Dave?
Well, Akinyemi's the aggressor, but Nick Brown's doing well to avoid that explosive right hand. Akinyemi's just desperate to unload.
He's got an unorthodox jab, Akinyemi. He kind of flicks it, although, there we go. That was a bit more orthodox. kind of holds it low and flicks it out. And I don't mean in a bad way, I just mean because he mentioned Vitaly Klitschko.
Yeah.
Was it Vladimir? Sorry.
But they're both used to collision sports. Nick Brown, a rugby player, Paul Akinyemi spent time gridiron American football. Akinyemi probably settled into the fight a little bit better, looks a bit more comfortable and explodes there. Oh, that's power.
Yeah, you don't want to get the rugby versus American football argument started.
No, but what I will say is Akinyemi's more used to wearing a helmet.
Seems to be unaware of which corner is the right one, Akinyemi. He's got an absolutely massive support stood right behind us, and it doesn't just stand right behind us, it goes all the way down to our left as well. So just, there we go, wow, he does throw that right very fast, Akinyemi. Brown just standing off. Letting it come to him and waiting for his moments. Doing well to roll on the ropes.
Thoughts on the first round? Nick Brown moving well. Akinyemi spent that short period on top in the neutral corner. Seamus Brown just pressing the reset button a little bit, allowing Nick Brown a little bit of time. Akinyemi looks dangerous though, stalking his opponent. Man from London Fields after a new challenge, and he certainly looks like he's taken to that challenge. Nick Brown's heroes, favourite sportsman, he says, Jason Leonard, another big tough prop forward.
Anyone knew how to bite, to keep going under adversity, it's Jason Leonard, so should he need that? He hasn't really needed it yet, but should he need that? He says he's met him, didn't he?
He certainly did. Nick Brown, what he needs to do now is capitalise on some of his good defensive work by actually finding a way of unleashing those hands, but it's Akinyemi who causes the damage.
Oh, the towel's gone in! The towel's gone in! Wow. Well, that is a bit of a surprise, do you think? I wonder if something was said between rounds.
Well, Akinyemi looked dangerous throughout the fight. He wobbled Nick Brown in the first, and that was a big right hand that put him down in the second. His corner perhaps looked at it and thought there was no way back for him, and it's always safety first.
I mean, absolutely, that's the right thing to do. If that's what the corner's there for. If they think their man's going to get hurt, they pull him out. I mean, Nick Brown didn't seem to be objecting. He seems to have recovered well, though, which is great.
Yeah, and a lovely embrace between the two fighters as well. Paul Akinyemi, 24 years of age, maths teacher. It's all smiles, kisses and hugs from the family. And he leaves the ring with a very impressive second round stoppage.
16 seconds of the second round. Your referee has stopped the contest, accepting the towel of the red corners, Mr. Nick Brown. Therefore, your winner, fighting out of the blue corner, is Paul Akinyemi.
Well, Nick Brown did very well in that fight. I think he thinks he could have carried on, actually, I really do. And, you know, I play rugby, you've played rugby, we both know rugby players will get hit on the head and go, no, I'm fine. But the sport is getting better at dealing with that. Just to mention Akinyemi, that was a fantastic performance. He showed speed, power, and a little bit of style and panache as well, so well done to him, and he's off to join his legions of fans and presumably go into school on Monday and gloat to his children.
Ladies and gentlemen, well done, Camden. You've been an awesome crowd this evening. We've got one more fight for you this evening. Let's do this one more time, Camden.
try to. Another well-supported fighter. He was signed up to this whilst a bit inebriated.
But he doesn't look like he regrets it for 1 second. He's focused, he's looking forward to it, and he's got great support here in Camden.
Dobbin, the third of our Irish trio of friends. He's a funny man.
Yeah, we spoke to him before the fight tonight. Massive character, again being followed into the ring by that Irish flag. It's been a great night for the Irish this evening. He's got the Top Gun look. Will he have the fists to match? Reminds me of a young Tom Cruise on the beach volleyball court.
Well, that is a fantastic entrance, that's all I can say. It looks happy.
Dobbin. Will he leave as a maverick or a goose? Well, he hasn't lost that loving feeling. What a start from Peter Dobbin.
There's a marked difference in the height and reach, but he's just made a mockery of it. Doesn't want to punch himself out in the first round, but that was incredible. Z staying very calm under the pressure though.
Peter Dobbin, the thicker set of the two fighters, looking to impose his additional power early.
Z very, almost fights like he's been at a different school of boxing. You know, he's calm, he's waiting for his chances, and then this guy's coming in at him and he's saying, what the hell is going on?
And he's trying to get behind that jab. Nice right hand from Ji-Wang as well.
Yeah, he's got him back on the front foot. Lands it right through the guard, and Dobbin just shook his head briefly. Let's see, this is back and forth already. We're only a minute or so into the first round. 30 seconds left. Some blows to the body just send Dobbin back for a while he recalibrates. Thinks about his next attack. And there it is. Oh, some lovely body shots from Z there. Just putting two to the body, one to the jaw of Dobbin right at the end of the round. After a brilliant little surge from Dobbin, that was a very good round. How did you see it?
Well, dare I say it, that is the best outright boxing round we've had all night. They've saved it till last. Here at Fortune Favours the Brave, and Z Weng and Peter Dobbin are putting on quite the show for the capacity crowd that have stuck around here. Interesting you mentioned Ji Weng. When Peter Dobbin flew at him, just maintained his composure, fought his own fight, wants to work that almost orthodox style, get him behind the jab and trying to make it work from there. Dobbin, higher energy, trying to get inside. They say styles make fights. This is very interesting.
You're absolutely right. It was almost classic boxing against a more modern.
Yeah, we'll call it modern.
And I'll tell you what, for the two smallest, I'm sure they won't mind me saying, the two smallest male fighters we've had this evening, these two guys still look like they can whack a bit and can hurt each other.
Absolutely.
Zhu just mixing that left up, throwing it to the head, then hooking it round to under the body, under the guard.
I like that from Ji Weng. He's obviously done his homework. He's watched fighters that he likes.
He mixes his shot. He picks his shots very well for someone in a white-collar boxing show, let me tell you that. Mind you, for his part, Peter Dobbin, when he gets in close, you don't know what's hit you.
Yeah, he looks like a tough bloke, Peter Dobbin. I asked him about his interest in sport. He says, I bet on a lot of horses.
Yeah, he's just started as a Dobbin. He's just. Ooh, this is going into more history.
Ji Weng needs to be careful he doesn't drop that head, because Dobbin spots an opening. I expect that uppercut to come through. Bit of reddening to Ji Weng's nose as well.
Keeping that left up, Dobbin, waiting for the chance to throw the right, and there we go, he gets it, he lands it 4 times and he gets out. Very well done.
Smart work from Dobbin. He's just slowed down a little bit, waiting for Ji Weng to come towards him before engaging, and that's a big right hand.
Although Weng just sportingly standing off when he saw the guard slip without the referee needing to tell him to do so. It's good to see. Well, I don't know if you can hear, but Z's fans are making quite some noise.
Seamus Dunn calls them back into action. And there goes the bell. Ji Weng imposing himself more in that second round, but Peter Dobbin.
Well, Peter Dobbin, I think he was joking, but it was said he took a Wonga loan out to be here. And then when asked about whether he was joining his friends on their holiday, one of them said, no, the Wonga loan, well, they wouldn't give him that much.
He starts a job in financial services that he only got last week and was dared to fight tonight after his 2 friends took the ring earlier. And he's acquitted himself very well here, but maybe just tired towards the end of that round. There's only so long you can keep those intense bursts of energy up. Ji Weng still maintaining that technique.
Oh, Zhu looks very, very ready to go still. He doesn't look like he's lost too much. Peter Dobbin, I would say, maybe looks like he does. Well, we're about to find that out. Final round of the evening. Gets off to a fast start. Oh, well, I tell you what, this is going to be very hard to score again. I think we might be looking at a draw here.
Absolutely. Oh. Peter Dobbin just stands there square, waiting for Ji Wang to come, but Ji Wang getting through with that uppercut, but Dobbin backing him into the corner. What a fight!
Wow, he just held him in place and landed his right. Oh, again, great shot selection from Ji Wang there. And he's keeping it going, he's not letting off. And then Dobbin comes back again. This is literally across the ring, back and forth. It's sensational to watch. Look at that.
Well, Ji Wang sending Peter Dobbin backwards with a hook from low down. That's a focused look from him as well. I think Ji Wang would want another round if they'd let him have one. Lovely 1-2 from the man in red, known as Mohamed Al-Ji to his mates.
That's brilliant. And here, and more, yet again, the two trade, and they literally, when one of them decides they want it, they move it one way.
Yeah.
When the other one does, it goes back the other. It's the uppercuts when Dobbin gets in close from Ji that are putting him off though, and this is where really he could win the fight, Ji, if he lands one of those and then puts the pressure on. Would you call it a case of cleaner work against?
I think so. As the final bell goes, Peter Dobbin's given it everything out there. Ji Wang probably looks the fresher of the two fighters. But once again, as you say, we've got the cleaner work against the energy and aggression.
Which is not to say that Dobbin did not land. He definitely did.
Well, another difficult decision.
I'm gonna final fight of the night. I'm gonna lay my imaginary money on the table because I don't have any.
This is a chance for you to look very silly. Go on.
I'm gonna call it. I'm going to go with a draw. But
how are those splinters in your backside from sitting in the fence? Okay, if you're doing it, I'm doing it. I'm going Ji Wang 29, Peter Dobbin 28. In a very tough one to call. Slightly superior technique from the man in red, though.
We're allowed to go both ways on this.
Here we go.
Round of applause right now. Make sure you all join us later on this evening, this evening. And after 3 hard-fought rounds of action in our final fight this evening, your referee has scored this contest 30 points to 28 points. In favour of your winner fighting out of the red corner.
Well, there we go. I do look silly. I thought it was a lot closer than that, but what a way to end the evening.
Absolutely. Ji Wang wins the 12th and final bout of Fortune Favours the Brave here in Camden. Adam Thorne, your thoughts on another brilliant night of white-collar boxing?
Oh, I've just enjoyed every minute of it, and I think the fighters have as well. I don't think we've seen a single fighter come out of the ring without a smile on their face, and we've not seen a bad fight.
Well, Ji Wang raises his hands. He'll go and embrace his supporters who've come in their droves to see him get a win. Another fantastic night here at the London Irish Centre. This has been White Collar Boxing London's Fortune Favours the Brave. From myself, Dave Rogers, Adam Thorne, our MC Peter Lowe, our referee Seamus Dunn, and of course the head of White Collar Boxing London, Scott Borthwick.
First class audience, thank you very much for coming out to join us this evening. If you want to sign up to be part of our future shows, check us out.
to echo those words of Peter Lowe. Thank you for joining us. If you think you could be a contender, you need to get yourself along to www.whitecollarboxinglondon.com, and we'll speak to you next time.